Ladies and gentlemen, the story you are about to hear is true.
Prince George's Police Beat. Swarm of district thugs on ATVs taunted police in rumble ride through the National Harbor with dangerous antics. Marlon Escobar-Lopez ran into rear of police car, National Harbor, Maryland. Prince George's County Police monitoring and recording a group of outlaw ATV riders were able to get a close look at one specimen of special scum when he crashed into the rear of a police cruiser. Police say that on Sunday, July 7, 2019, at about 3 p.m., patrol officers assigned to the harbor unit at the National Harbor observed a group of 10 to 15 ATVs and dirt bikes in the area of 100 Monument Avenue. The riders passed the officers, revved their engines, popping wheelies, and driving recklessly through traffic. Patrol officers followed behind the ATVs and dirt bikes with their emergency lights activated in an effort to record the riders' traffic violations. Prince George's police say that their officers maintained a safe distance as the riders' illegal driving behavior was placing other motorists, officers, and the riders themselves at risk. The narcissistic and daring punks and thugs on the ATVs began to surround the police vehicles as the officers were driving along Monument Avenue. Police say that one of the officers slowed down and began moving towards the side of the road to stop so he could allow a group of ATVs and dirt bikes to pass. As the officer did so, one of the gang of riders, 23-year-old Marlon Escobar-Lopez of 4412 Cimarron Lane, Fort Washington, popped a wheelie behind the officer's vehicle and collided into the rear bumper of the stopped marked police cruiser, which threw him off of his ATV. Officers immediately attempted to assist Escobar-Lopez, but he began to run away. Officers on scene quickly caught up with him and placed him in custody. Other ATV and dirt bike riders began to surround the officers, yelling and videotaping the officers on their cell phones. Additional patrol units were called to the scene for assistance, and as they arrived, the ATV and dirt bike riders fled, as is typical of yellow cowards, and they drove recklessly on the wrong side of the road, rode on sidewalks, and then exited the National Harbor via 295 towards the district. Escobar-Lopez was charged with disorderly conduct, malicious destruction of property over $1,000, reckless driving, negligent driving, operating an unregistered motor vehicle, violating license restrictions, and about 24 other traffic charges. Oh, and he didn't have a seatbelt on either. Riding ATVs and unlicensed dirt bikes in Maryland or District of Columbia roadways and highways is illegal. PG police continue to ask any resident who witnesses the illegal operation of ATVs or dirt bikes to please call 911. This wasn't the first rodeo of the gangs of outlaw ATV and dirt bike riders in National Harbor, as a similar event took place in 2017 and regularly in Washington, D.C., where political leaders prevent police from taking any effective steps to collar, corral, and eliminate the roving gangs of lawbreakers. But the politicians in D.C. have taken strong action dealing with plastic straws. While many cities across the nation continue to be swarmed by gangs of ATV and dirt bike riders terrorizing neighborhoods, New York City has instituted a policy of discovering, apprehending, confiscating, and crushing hundreds of the ATVs and dirt bikes, turning them into scrap metal. The New York Post reported it was demolition derby time for Police Commissioner Bill Bratton on Tuesday. The city's top cop made good on his promise to destroy dozens of ATVs and dirt bikes seized during illegal rides through the city while they're stored in garages or during Craigslist sales. As Bratton waved a traditional black and white checkered flag, 2 bulldozers revved up and crushed a total of 69 colorful dirt bikes and 8 four-wheel ATVs neatly lined up in the New York Police Department's tow pound on Columbia Street in the Red Hook section of Brooklyn. Quote, We want to send out a very strong message to the nitwits and knuckleheads who insisted on operating these illegal vehicles on the streets, sidewalks, parks, and housing developments of the city of New York, creating extraordinary danger not only for themselves, but more importantly for the public, said Bratton after the crushing. They are illegal. They cannot be registered to use anywhere in the city of New York, and thus they're now in the junk heap in back of us, Bratton said, adding that last year the 2- and 4-wheel motorbikes caused 5 deaths in the city.